Hello everybody, my name is Kyle Keith and welcome to another video. Today, I was actually going to go up to the Los Padres Forest and go camping for the night or two, but I got to fix my truck, so it's going to be a maintenance video, and yeah, shouldn't be too bad. On the way back from Washington, which is about a week ago now, I heard a little bit of vibration in my wheels, and I figure it's my front bearing that kind of started going out, so decided I need to fix that before we hit the road again. So ended up getting, I think it's the front left driver's side, but I'm gonna replace both. So on this F150, luckily I think it's the rotor and the bearings are all in one, so it shouldn't be too hard. I just gotta check if I have all the tools, because I know it needs some pretty big sockets and a big old breaker bar to get off the spindle net, and also a big old whatchamacallit wrench to get it on. So hopefully we can get that going, and we're gonna take a look through my tools real quick, see if I can piece together any tools so I can get it done, and then I'll jack up one side, probably get one side done, and then get the other side done. Shouldn't take too long, but I've never done this before, so I'm gonna learn as I go, and I'm gonna bring you guys along with me. So a little bit different than normal videos, but yeah, still a video nonetheless. So this is part of overlanding people don't tell you about, really, but you got to maintain your vehicles. So here we go, maintenance video. Wish me luck. So let's see how rusty everything is and how hard it's gonna be to take everything off. But first thing first, let me see if I even have all the tools before I take my wheels off and everything. So here we go. Also, my microphone broke, so I'm using this other other mic I've had, and hopefully it works. So let me know how it is. I guess when I edit it, I'll let you know. But it's my little rat tail mic that I use usually on my DSLR, so hopefully it works out for this video. But anyway, let's open the messy garage and see what kind of tools we can pull out of there, and then we'll pull the wheels off, and hopefully everything comes apart pretty easy. I know there's gonna be a lot of rust, so it's gonna be kind of tough, I think, pulling off the rotor, but after we get those off, I think we'll be in the clear. So let's cross our fingers and let's get this done. All right, a little update on the little rotor problem. So I tried looking my hardest for a big old socket wrench that'll fit over the spindle nut, couldn't find one, and then I need a torque wrench too, so off to Home Depot. Hopefully I can rent one, and hopefully I can find a socket there. If not, I'll go next door and find a socket, or Harbor Freight. So that's the game plan here, and then hopefully get these both off and new ones on and be done with it. So that's the game plan. Keeping you guys updated, and let's go ahead and hit the Home Depots. No, AutoZone. Sorry. All right. Anyway, using the new mic too. Well, rat tail mic, so hopefully that's working out for me. I will pick you guys up when I get to back from AutoZone. So wish me luck. They have the parts. Well, after running around for 30 minutes, maybe an hour, went to AutoZone, O'Reilly's, Napa, and no such luck. No one had a torque wrench I could borrow, so I'm gonna have to buy one. And then no one had a big enough socket. Everything only goes 32 millimeters. I need a 36. So I'm gonna have to buy everything online and wait till Friday, 2 days, for it to come in, and I can finish after work. But I guess not gonna get anything done today. I'm gonna probably just work on video editing, I guess. And yeah, kind of sucks, but what can you do? You know, that's van life for you, or truck life. So I'm gonna wait a few days, wait for my parts to come in, and then we're gonna finish off these rotors and brakes, or rotors and bearings. So sad, but anyway, see you guys in a few days, I guess. Probably feel like a few seconds for you guys though. So Alright guys, only my phone, so I'm gonna just use this as the video camera. My GoPro died, so it's all good. We're just changing the wheel. So finally got my socket I need and my torque wrench I need. Just took the lug nuts off, taking the tire off, and then we're gonna try to get the spindle nut off, and then from there take the rotor off. So that's the game plan. Let's see. Take off these little cotter pin here. Alright, next part, we're going to take this brake caliper off. I think these are 13s or 12s. 2 bolts hold them on. Move that off to the side so we can take this rotor off. Main spindle nut off. Take this whole thing off, put a new one on. Hard part's going to be if this is rusted on, so we'll get there when we get there. That's just a little update. Hands are getting a little dirty, so I'm trying to keep my phone on. Alright, just an update here. Take this brake caliper off. Looks like that boot's all fucked up, messed up, so I'll probably have to fix that. Trying to take these big old 17s or 18s off. Everything's rusted out the hell here. And then we're going to tackle the spindle. So it's just a little update. Well, here's the 36 I needed. Big old boy. Keep that in my truck. And there's the one of the new rotors. And I got a second one in my truck, so hopefully it goes on soon. Alright, so the next step. So I got this little hook contraption that I bought to pull off my back rotors. So it's coming in handy again. Just gotta put a crescent wrench on this bad boy. And then should be able to pop it off. Spin this, it kind of holds there and pulls here. And hopefully it'll pull this whole hub off. A lot of rust on this bad boy, so pull it off a little bit more of a gap, but yeah, that's the plan anyway. Alright guys, got the old rotor off using the puller, new rotor in the bag. Trying to do next is clean this little bad boy up as much as I can. I'll put a little grease on it, slap it all back together, and then I'll do the other side. Without that puller, this thing would have been way harder, but with the puller, it was actually not terrible. So hopefully the next side will be a little easier. It's a good practice run. It's the first time I've ever done this, so if I can do it, anyone can do it. Just heads up. It's a little bit rusty, but not bad. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the sandpaper right here. I'm on a phone tripod, or I'll look guys on it. My jack stand is not doing anything. Oh, it kept the pocket extra. I have 2 jack stands. Anyway, I'm gonna buff this up a little, grease it up, and then I'm gonna try to slide on this new rotor, and hopefully everything else slips together pretty easy. So it should. So that's the game plan, and then hopefully it fixes my problem. All right, get back to you guys in a minute. Alright, greased her up. Next step is to get the new rotor on, and then the new supposed to replace these, so I got a new spindle nut, and then it all should be good to go. It's the game plan to get this bad boy back together. Maintenance on your camper, always fun, guys. So, but you know what? It's good to know how to do all this. you're gonna be on the road, you should know how to work on your own car that you're driving. So that's my rule of thumb. Anyway, it take me 2 hands to carry this damn rotor. Thing's heavy as hell. So give me 1 minute here. Throw it on here. Should slide right on though, in theory. All right. Well, should slide right on. I'm gonna get this nut on here. Got torque it to 295, 296 pounds. So my torque wrench goes to 300, so that should be enough. And then we gotta get that little bracket on. Brake calibrator and brake pads back on. And this side is done. And then we'll probably turn her around and get the other side done next real quick. Now that we have all the tools, we should be able to get through pretty quick. So let me get this new spindle nut on. Let me go get the other 2 new ones, and then yeah, we'll get the nut all the way on, and we'll torque it to spec. So let's grab all that. Little update here. Just put this little bracket on, which holds on your brake caliper. Little bracket here. Just put those on. This thing is torqued to 300 pounds, 296. Now I'm just getting the cotter pin on this little lock nut. We're gonna get the brake pads on and the brake on. This side should be done. Here's my little piece I fixed not too long ago. Just sway bar struts. But it's going pretty well. Hopefully the next side's a little easier. Should be now that I have all the tools. And I kind of have a plan of attack on how to get some of these harder bolts off. So anyway, let's try to get this brake together, and then we should be good to go. Let's do it. And I recommend changing your brake pads out while you're doing all this. But I just know my uncle did these brakes not too long ago, and it looks like there's some meat, so I'm not going to replace them. I probably should later. So, all right, guys, we are on the passenger side now. Old rotor. Pretty much going to do the same exact thing we did on the driver's side. So for this time, kind of have a plan of attack. So I'm going to turn this wheel so I can access these back bolts. I'm going to take out those 4 bolts in the back, the main spindle nut, and then clean it, put new grease on it, put it all back together, and it should be good. We'll take it for a test drive. So I found my tripod for my phone, so I'll try to get more videos and fast forward through it, but we'll set the camera up and try to get some clips for this. So anyway, let's keep working here. Hands are dirty, so let's keep going. All right, guys, just gonna take off these hold on your brake calipers, size 13 if you have a Ford. They're rusted on, so I'm just using a little wrench and a hammer. Oh, hammer down. It's a good tripod, yeah. So now that we got those loose, take them out. And then we got our coat hanger. The coat hanger is just there so I don't want to hang it on the lines. You don't want to hang on your brake lines. So I'm going to coat hanger it. Put those bolts there. Coat hanger. Put it right on the arm here. I think an old coat hanger can't fix it. Now this takes a little muscle to get off. God, these freaking things in my back are killing me. God, these things. Get this off without breaking it. The other side gave me problems too, so. Alright, I'm gonna keep working on this caliber. It's gonna take me a minute, so give me a sec. Alright, still fighting with me. We're close. Can't see this other caliper on there. Close though. Alright, I finally got that freaking thing off. Holy crap. Next step will be these 17 to 3/4. Which are these big old, if you can see that. Big old bolts there. They're pretty rusted. We got a cheater bar. And try to get those off right now. Alright, actually went pretty easy. There we go. This piece hold on your brake caliper. So that to the side. Next step is to take the cotter pin off this little nut holder, and then we'll rip off the spindle nut off of that. Rip this off. All right, guys. Use the impact wrench. Got the nut off. This thing is locked on there. So what I'm gonna do is hit it with a hammer. And then I got this cool little tool that will hopefully pull it off for us. To use this tool, you just pretty much hook it on both sides. And then this middle piece goes on the middle hub. And then when you screw this tighter, it's gonna pull this while pushing that and pop it off. Helps a lot when you have a lot of rust and old rotors or anything, bearings too. It'll pull anything off. So you just use the crescent wrench on the end and it'll pop it right off. So it's going to do that. All right, we just put the crescent wrench on the end. Give it a few slow turns. And we'll slowly start pulling it off here, separating it. Alright, she's off. Now, we're gonna clean that middle ring off, grease her up, and then we're gonna get the new one on. Same thing as last time. Alright, next step is to put this cotter pin in right here, and this holds that nut on so your wheel doesn't fall off. So, very important. Little cotter piece here, so. There we go, and then we're just gonna bend this bad boy over the top, yeah. Like so. On this side now. Okay. Open wide. Chinese tools for the win. There you go. Cotter pins on. Next step, get this back on, these back on. We should be good to go. Alright guys, I got the brake caliper on. That's all to spec, all that's on. Now I'm just gonna get the tire on and torque them to spec. Take her for a test drive and hope it works. So, but it's almost back together. Just gonna tighten these up. And then that's it, dude. Pretty easy, guys. And shiny new rotors and new bearings. What is up, guys? So I was editing this video right now and I just realized I don't have an outro for this video. So I'm going to put a little outro here. The rotors are done and fixed. That was a few weeks ago. I actually did a few trips already with the new rotors and they work way better. The truck's running way smoother and it's not making the humming sound anymore, so that's great, you know. I'm actually in my truck right now and in a secret location where it's probably gonna be a future video, so make sure you like, subscribe, and yeah, thanks for supporting this channel, guys. It was fun. This video was a little bit different than what I'm used to or what this channel is gonna be about, but I am gonna throw in a little bit of maintenance videos and kind of just a bit of everything that I have to do to, you know, keep camping and keep overlanding. So there's a little bit of all the fun, which is like camping, going to new areas, but you also got to maintain your truck and make sure to fix it when it breaks down. The rotors on this truck was actually like a whole hub assembly, so it cost me about 175, about 350 bucks for both sides. I just did both sides, so but you know what, much needed, a lot safer, and yeah. This video is going to drop Thursday at 9:30 a.m. is when all my videos drop. I am there on the premiere, so make sure you are there too. If you want to talk to me, I'm there to answer questions, chat with you guys, and just kind of hang out. So I'll be there for you guys, and see you guys there. But that's the end of this video. Thanks for watching. It's a good little maintenance video. Hopefully it helped people learn or inspire to try to work on your own car or own truck. But I never done this before. It turned out pretty well. It wasn't too hard to do. I just had to buy some extra tools and stuff. But now that I have them, I can do it next time and just add the tools to my chest here. So anyway, we'll see you guys on the next video. See you guys next week, I guess. Thanks, guys, for supporting me and checking out the channel and hanging out. See you guys next time. Alright, peace out.